Hello everybody, this is Sidney Guajardo with Trading Places, and I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and today we are going to show you how to open up an MT4 account, and I'm going to show you how it works, how to take trades, and how to set it up. Now I've opened up this account here, and it's with Pepperstone, and they're out of Australia, and you can run a demo account with them. And I just opened up a $50,000 demo account, and it's a 200-to-1 leverage. Now, so what you do is this is the end result, okay? I'm going to put this back over here so it looks pretty much stock. Okay. Okay, this is how I got it, just like this. And I added these three just to get started. Okay, so just pick the broker that you select. I went to Pepperstone. The way I did it is I just open up a browser and just go to pepperstone.com. I have some other ones here. Here's another good one. Here's Hugo's Way. Here's Lucror and Pepperstone, and I have a few more. I try, the reason I have a few open, Hugo's Way and Pepperstone, we will be going live with them, but Hugo's Way is a live account. And, but I try to go demo just to try out some indicators that I'm working on. But anyway, so you go to pepperstone.com or whatever, and like, let me show you one that I'm real familiar with. LQDFX. They're a pretty good one. They're on the top 10. So what you do is you open an account, and it'll ask you, do you want to go live or demo? If you want to go live, you pick live. If you want to go demo, you go demo. If you're looking at this video, and if you've never opened up an MT4 account, it's probably best that you open up a demo first. The guy that taught me how to do FOREX is probably one of the best in the world. He said to go about 90 days on a demo account and judge yourself, judge the way you handle adversity, how you handle fear, and there's a lot of that, especially when you're trading a live account. So these are some of the things that you have to deal with and that you don't experience when you go demo. So test yourself out. If you're going to open up an account, let's say you've been trading for, I don't know, let's say a month, and you feel pretty confident, then maybe start off with a $500 account. And what'll happen, hold on. Okay, so, and see how you do under pressure. Like, let me give you one good example here. Like this one here, it's a $5 million account, okay? Now, I'm losing $17,000 on this account, but that's like 1/3%. I'm in pound Swiss, and it's just in retracement. You see, it just went back a little bit. It's the same green candle, but it just pulled back a little bit. It has so much pressure to go forward, I'm not that worried. $15,000 on a $5 million account is nothing. Let me show you what that looks like on a normal account. Look at Hugo's Way. I took these trades almost at the same time. I'm in pound Swiss, and I'm only losing $7. That's on a $1,000 account. I've done that in a week. So what I'm telling you is that this $7 is the same as $17,000 on a big account like that. So even though it looks like a big number, it's all relative. So that these are the types of things that you need to get used to. I mean, if this deal was started to lose like $150, would you still have the same cool, common, collected feeling? It'd be very difficult to have that. I can do it, especially if you're going into a trade and you know what's happening. But anyway, so let's not get too far off the subject here. Let's go to, where are we here? All right, so you enter your account. All websites are different. All brokers are different. the end result is pretty much the same, the MT4 platform. I've had one student that said, well, I already have MT4, I'll just add them. No, every broker has their own MT4 platform for desktop. The only time that you share an MT4 account is on your mobile phone. And on your mobile phone, you'll add an account and you add your broker, and then your broker will pop up, and then you give your credentials. But on a desktop, you have to have, everybody has their own MT4. Let me give you an example. Look at this. FF Trader, IG, LQDFX, Oanda, Lucror, LMFX, Hugo's Way, Osprey. So they're all there. Okay. Pepperstone. These are all very, very good brokers. I just like to spread around just to make, just kind of test it, see if they all work the same. And for the most part, they do. So let's get back to here. So you open up the account, and it's going to ask you for for things like first name, last name, your address, city, state, zip. I've never had one ask for my social yet, unless it's live. Banking account information when it's live. That means you're going to wire. I like Hugo's Way because they allow you to wire funds in. LQDFX doesn't have that feature, but they do have a VLoad where you can load a card and then they can get the funds from there. Or you can go to, and the name escapes me, but it's cryptocurrency. I think it's Coinbase. So anyway, you open it up, and then usually from the site, you can download the MT4. So from the site, you can download MT4, and what it'll do, it'll run you through a series of things. It'll open it up, and it'll just say, just agree and say finish. One thing that I wanted to show you is this here. Where is it? This will pop up at the end. It's user registration for MQL5. These are certain things that they'll give you some signals. They're just generic signals for the ones who don't want to pay to learn how to do FOREX. Those are the ones that usually lose all their money. But there's let's say you have a Mac computer. These guys will show you how to download a VPN so you can have a server, so you don't have to go out and buy a Windows computer. The calendars, little news here and there, articles. There's just a lot of different things. I choose not to do it. When this pops up, all I do is just X out. That's it. No big deal. And then right after that, your Pepperstone account comes up. Well, in this case, Pepperstone. So what I did, this comes up like this. As a matter of fact, it comes up tiled like this. It comes up in a tile. So what I'll do is I'll X out of each one of them. And then it'll be blank. I always start off with gold. And what I do is I open this up right here. I'll put my mouse right here and I'll open it up so I can see it. My first one is XAU USD, which is the name for gold versus the US dollar. And I'll put it in the chart window. All you do is highlight it, right click it, chart window, bam, you're right there. And I always put it on the 4 hour. Okay. The next one, and nothing comes up here yet. The next one is US 30. I'll highlight it, right click, put it in the chart window. Now it comes up here. I'll put it on the 4 hour. The next one is Euro dollar. Put it in the chart window. So now you have it here. 4 hour. Okay, so for my students get CR charts. And what I have here is a quote board that I came up with. And what it does is you can quickly navigate through these trades really quickly. Here's the without the quote board, this is how you do it. You want to change the FOREX currency, you right click in the middle of the screen. Right click in the middle of the screen, go to chart settings and go to XAUUSD. Bam. It all changes, right? There's nothing wrong with that. It's pretty quick. But I came up with this here. And I put all the trade pairs I like. And there's 28 of them, including gold and US 30. So what you do here is you click on gold, and it's already gold, so it's not going to do anything. And then you go to the arrow down, go to US 30. You can go to Euro dollar. You can go to dollar yen, Euro JPY, Aussie dollar. So that I'm looking at the right trade at so they're in order. What I do is I keep this open, and if you notice, it's XAU USD, US 30, and Euro dollar. Those are the first three I picked. So the next one would be US dollar versus yen, the Japanese yen. So I look over, it's right here. Just highlight it, right click, chart window, boom. And there you go. So now that we know how to do, oh, one more thing. I take this, the navigator, and I left click it, and I just move it over here. Good. So now this is all consumed by the market watch. And this is where your indicators would be, the ones that we preload for you, if you have any. By the way, we do have some. As students, you can get those as well. So we have all that here. So let's say you're in one trade. If you get in one trade, it's not going to be a big deal. It'll just come up here. But what if you get into 2 or 3 trades, and some of them you can't see them? So what you do is you come to this bar right here, and you stop when the arrow goes to the dual arrows. You just left click and then move it up. I've been in as many as 15 trades. I don't do that anymore. I go for more of a quality trade now, a little more, not quality trade, but just more pips, because this will just drive you up the wall. Okay, so I just do that. Another thing too, if you ever forget your password, you can download the Pepperstone MT4 again on, let's say, your laptop. You're going to Starbucks, you want to trade there. You can go to mailbox right here, and your new account registration will be right there. And when you click on this, your password will be there. It'll either be here or on welcome, one of the two. So you click on it, it's right there, just copy and paste. So let's say you have 2 Pepperstone accounts, all right? What you do is you go to File and log in to Trade Account. And it just comes up right there. If you have a different account, put the account number in there and put your new password and log in. And it's more than likely going to give you a demo too. With this particular broker, you can have 2 demo accounts. Now look how many accounts you can have if you go live. Up to 12. That's pretty cool. And then you just log in. And there you go. And usually you can tell when you put the right username and password, this right here, your status connection will show up. If you didn't put it in right, it'll show invalid account. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so let's say you're in Sierra Charts and you say, oh man, look at this trade here on gold. I gotta take it. Where do you place a trade? So you just go to the center of the screen or right here, and you right click, and you go to one-click trading. Bam, you're done. Let's say you go to US 30. Same thing. One-click trading, bam, you're done. Euro dollar. So once you have all your trades in there, all your trading pairs, you just go into each one of them and add one-click trade. One-click trade is if it's going south, like this one went south, so you want to push sell. If you want to go north or buy, you push buy. This one right here. Now, here's where you adjust your lot size. $50,000. That's probably where I'd be. Maybe 1.5, depending on the type of trader you are. If you're a more advanced trader, I've seen some people that use a 3 or 4 lot size. For scalpers, they'll do 2 or 3 pips, and they're out. But they need to make money on each one, so that's pretty neat. Also, let's say you like, let's say for instance this one, the grids kind of freak you out a little bit. Just take the grid off. Just go to right click, take the grid off. Boom, you're done. Personally, I like adding Bollinger Bands. You can actually tell from here that it's going up, right? But for me, just out of habit, I like running with Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Band is a trend indicator, so you have to look for the word trend and put it in there. And I'm not looking so much for the color. I just want the shape. So I just put it on there. So right here, you can tell this is going down, this is going up. There's a lot of things that Bollinger Band can do. It has a moving average in there, volume, or, you can tell that this one was kind of moving up a little bit. The volume's really getting big here. Actually, it's a pretty good trade. But that's how you do that. Okay. So if you want this to stay this way, see, because if you go to euro dollar, it's going to be this way. So let's say you like it just like this. What you do is you right click and you put template. And what you do is you save template and you just put demo, SIDS demo, whatever. You do it that way and you put save. Boom. There you go. So you go to euro dollar. Oh man, the grids are there. Let me just go to this template here. And you go to SIDS demo and voila, you're done. And I don't go on every one of them because there's 28 of them. But I'll just, if I'm in one, it's too easy just to change it to SIDS demo. There you go. Gold, same thing. And it gets rid of the grid and all that for you. Okay. So do you see how this is okay, so we're good with that. So do you see how the money, the live data is right here? It could be this way. Right there. I feel like I'm missing something. So what I do is I just push this button and it brings it to here. It's the same. It just kind of gives you some space here. Maybe put some notes or whatever. Pretty neat deal. Let's say you want it a little bit bigger. I have a 50-inch screen and I'm standing like 2 feet from it. I got a standing desk. That dang Apple Watch always has me standing. It doesn't beep anymore now. But anyway, so you can make it really big. That's pretty cool. Even bigger. Look at that. Sometimes I do this when I'm trying to analyze a trade or I'm doing a one-on-one with a student, and I like to show them, angles here. Or you can really go this way. Just kind of like really get crazy. That's really too small. But I like this. This is probably perfect size right there until you start wanting to get into detail. Okay. Look at this one here. It's called lines. I don't like that one. I like the more of the detail, but there's some traders that would prefer this. I could see why it gives more detail of when a refined, it's a little more refined. It just looks different too. I mean, I could probably trade on it, but I'd rather not. This is the typical, the candle. And then I forgot what these called, the bars. Look at this. It's kind of weird, huh? There's some people that actually like that. I don't like that at all. I like to see this. I like to see a little bit of action. It's pretty neat. Auto trading, for those of you who have an auto trader, the auto trading, it just clicks on and then you have to go into tools and activate it, but it's pretty neat. New order. So let's say, we'll get into that shortly, or you know what, go to Google and find out how to do an order. But basically what it is let's say you feel that once the money gets to 1723, you feel that it's going to go north. So what you do is you put a pending order and you put a line there and it gives you the number. So let's say you feel that when the money gets to here, you want the MT4 to place a trade for you. You could do it right there on new order and pending sales. So it'll tell you when do you want it to start, and from there you can go a stop loss. You can put a stop loss or put a take profit. Very, very neat. Also, like I have four trade pairs right there. You can go back to this one and cascade it. See this? Now you can see all four. It's pretty cool. So you could take 4 different trades. I like it. I have 6 screens up, so it doesn't really matter that way, but it's pretty neat. Let me see some of the other things. You could do crosshairs. Let's go back to this one. The crosshair is pretty neat because it gives you an exact place of where, right there. It gives you a time, date, and the exact money, or exactly the trade pair is. Oh, how can we forget this? the fib tool, which is called a retracement tool. You go to the bottom, the lowest low, and you go to the highest high, including the wick and the shadow. And you go right there. Now there's a lot of people that can see this. I can't. I have another video of how we make our money between support and resistance, but this right here, the Fibonacci tool, is very, very important when you're trying to enter a trade or exit a trade, or you don't know when to do either one. These lines here will definitely help you. Like for this one is a support and this is resistance, but when the trade gets on that side, this becomes support and now that's resistance. So how do you get rid of this? How do you get rid of the fib tool? You just merely go to your backspace bar or your backspace key, click it once, it goes away. Look at this, linear regression. This is just a trend tool, just shows you trend. That's all it does. I don't really like using this one here because it's not as accurate as the Sierra charts, because the Sierra chart shows you a zero line, and it's very, very accurate. So once again, if you want to get rid of this one, the trend finder or the linear regression, click backspace. You can put text messages on here, vertical line or draw trend lines, your horizontal lines, your vertical lines, and your pointer. You can save a picture. Maybe you're trying to train somebody or whatever. You can actually take a picture of a screenshot, and what that'll do is it'll take a picture of your entry and all that stuff. It's pretty neat. Let me see. If someone wants to, let's say you go online to, let's say the MLQ5, and there's some free indicators that you want, you can pretty much, most of them are right here. But let's say you wanted to do one, a special one. The ones that are free are the ones that are just that, they're free indicators, so just beware. What you do is you go to Open Data Folder. Usually it's in a template form. So you open your template form and you grab the file and you just put it in there and close it out. You're done. If there's one that needs to go in the MLQ5, I think it's MLQ5, MLQ4, just go to here, go to indicators, and just drag it over into there. That's all it is. Very cool. And that's pretty much it. I guess that's pretty much it. I pretty much given you the long and short of how to use the MT4. I would suggest you trying to play with it. It's a very awesome tool. Most Forex traders use the MT4. There's other platforms out there. I've never used them, but MT4 is by far the most user-friendly Forex platform out there. So from Sidney Guajardo and the Trading Places, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.